Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are with another edition of Inside the Headset on the Wednesday night, and we roll over to Memphis, and we're going to talk to the head coach of the Memphis Whitehaven Tigers. How you doing tonight, Coach?
No, I'm doing fine, Coach. How you doing?
Doing really good. Head coach Rodney Saulsberry, and Coach Saulsberry came away with a win and caught Cordova, and you moved to 5-1. Talk to us a little bit about that game.
This game, we definitely started getting some things together. Offensively, we started to round into shape, so we could see some progress being made on that side of the ball. And defensively, we had another stellar game. Guys communicating, guys playing well, and again, against a very good Cordova team, was able to play a good defensive strategy. Only had one kind of mistake there, but we didn't allow them to score and able to get a shutout. So again, if they can't score, they can't win. So hats off to the defense for doing their part for the team.
Well, where do you feel like you have grown up the most with this 2019 team? And I got to tell you, man, your front line is sweet. You got a nice, big front line. I happened to see some video on you, and I mean, you guys look great.
What's the thing? That's what we're improving the most is up front. We've had some guys in and out of the lineup, so we've been kind of mixing and matching guys on the offensive line. But we've created a lot of effective depth up front, and as we get those guys together to get some gelling and some continuity on the offensive line, I just see us continue to progress offensively. So again, we just got some nice five bodies up there, but they're learning to play together and getting that cohesion, and again, trying to get a juggernaut going on offense to match the solid unit that we have on defense.
Yeah, man, you're secondary, and those guys they do a real good job of just keeping that game in front of them. And like you said, you did allow one, but as far as your secondary, that's where you're really solid right now. I feel like that's your go-to, really, isn't it? Is your D.
Well, up front, everything starts up front. That's what we try to build our defense inside out. Defense centers around our linebackers, but the defensive line play is critical. And the defensive backs got to play because our number one job is to stop the run. So if they can't run, I mean they have to throw. So our guys back on the back end, my hats off goes to them. They've been playing really well. We got a lot of guys we've been shuffling in back there, and they've been getting the job done. We've put our hands on some footballs, came away with a few interceptions. But we left a few out there as well. So my challenge to them is that every time that ball's in there, act like it's yours. They've been doing a great job, but we're challenging them to do even better as we move forward on the back end because people are going to have to try to throw the ball because, again, I've mandated that you cannot run.
Well, do you feel like your quarterback is where he should be as far as coming along this season and as far as progressing?
He's right on the cusp of some big-time things. He's been very consistent, with his throws. He's just becoming more and more accurate, more and more decisive with what he's doing, and just building more and more bond and communication with the wideouts. Because everything is about communication, continuity, and time and rhythm. So we've been throwing the ball a pretty good number of times to try to build that rhythm with him, and I just feel an explosion coming with Keyshawn Harris. Being the leader that he is at quarterback, and I just see some great things coming moving down the line at quarterback.
Well, you woke up Saturday morning or Friday night and traded some video, and you're going to take on White Station, and boy, this will be a great game. And take me through Coach Yarborough and White Station. They're at 4-2, but it's White Station, Coach.
White Station's been playing great. They do a lot. They kind of spread the ball around. They spread you out. They kind of spread the field. They try to get you to have to play the entire width of the field along with trying to stretch the field some as well. So our guys are going to have to be sound, make sure they're playing their gaps well, and make sure they're tracking the ball and everybody pursuing the ball. Because offensively, they run the ball. They're a run-heavy offense, but they run it a lot of different ways, a lot of different formations, a lot of different movements and motions. And so they just try to get you you out of place. So our guys are going to have to be sound and studying the game, sound and just knowing, kind of anticipating what's going to happen, and be ready for a lot of bells and whistles and smoke and mirrors on the offensive side of the ball, what they try to do, and try to find a crack. And they got some explosive athletes. So, and the same thing they do on defense. They got a very attacking front on defense. So our guys have got to be able to hone in well and be able to just fit them up and block them well, and give our running backs and receivers some cracks in there so we can make some plays happen on offense.
Coach, how are you injury-wise, and as far as 100%, as far as the 2019 Whitehaven Tigers, are you injured anywhere?
We seem to be running the shape. We got some bumps and bruises that this week could be good for us to get some healing and therapy in. We got some bumps and bruises.
So you're off next week.
Inherently physical game. So you're going to have some bumps and bruises along the way. But we're really rounded into shape, and we're staying fairly healthy. We pretty much got everybody going, and we anticipate by the time we go into the White Station game, we'll be almost at full strength. So we're really excited about the health of our team, and having a bye week and have off weeks mixed in here is really helpful for us to get guys really back up and running and having our full strength team as we go down the stretch, reach and play.
Thank you, Coach. You answered my question. I didn't know if you were off next week. It's hard to keep up when I do the interviews. It's hard to keep up.
Because next week, and then it's the fall break, so
right.
we got some off time here, and we're just ready to get it back on.
Well, will you, after you come back after that fall break, we'll ask one more question. I'll let you go. Will you start to try to turn it up a little bit and implement a little bit more of some schemes and everything as you get to the back half of the season, as you start to think about where you're headed?
Well, that's always what you try to do. Is that first part of the season, you just try to hone in on the basics and hone in on just those key things you're trying to build on. And as you move on to the middle of the season and getting ready to wind down to the region play, you want to add some stuff in there. Things that people hadn't seen before, things that people hadn't prepared for. So, but number one, you want to still be able to hang your hat on your bread and butter things. But it does afford us opportunity to keep expanding our offense, to expanding things we do on defense, to keep them guessing a little bit on that side. So but we do what we do. We start with the run, and be able to throw, and then we start by stopping the run, and then have to stop the pass. So football hadn't changed through all these years. The game is advanced, but it's still inherently about blocking and tackling, running the football and stopping the run. Those things right there dictate a whole lot in the football game.
Coach, we hope you have a wonderful break, and I expect you to win Friday night. And when I talk to you again, you should be about 6-1, and that'll be in about 14 days. And we'll talk then, Coach.
All right, sounds good. I sure appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.